Our next slate of candidates are running for Heather's old seat. All of you know that Heather was redistricted out, so they have some big shoes to fill. So with that, I would like to introduce Spencer Hutchings.
Good evening. I'm Spencer Hutchings. I'm running for Heather Scott's old seat, and minor correction, Heather has little itty bitty tiny feet, man. And she has kicked quite a few behinds with those little tiny feet over the years. And I've got to hear a lot about it because she's a friend of mine, and we've spent a lot of time together. I've got to hear about all these little battles that she's had to do down in Boise. And when I see the spirit of her and how hard she's fought for us, and I see that they purposely, who's seen the redistricting map where they took out her house? I mean, they literally drew it around her house to get her out of here. We can't let that stand. We have to replace her with somebody just as obnoxious and just as in their face as she was. She did not give them a break, and I'm not going to give them a break. Every time something happens down there, I'm going to go say, Heather, is this real? Do I believe this guy? And I'm going to give her counsel, and it's going to instruct me on what I need to do, at least for some period of time. And I hope that everything that she would have done, I will do, because I think she was a fantastic representative for us. And what really drove me to run is how they took her away from us. It just can't be let stand. We can't let that stand. A little bit about me. I've been here since 2013 with my wife of 26 years, Monique, who was brave enough to actually come up here with me tonight. We own a gun store in Sagal, so if anybody's concerned about your Second Amendment rights, that is not a concern you have with me. I'm for machine guns for everyone. I don't think the federal government should be involved one bit in it. Did anybody hear about the 3 bills that were trying to be passed in Congress that would eliminate short-barreled rifles and short-barreled shotguns? So you guys heard about that. How many of the representatives from Idaho co-sponsored those bills? None. None of them did. That's embarrassing to me. They should have written those bills. They should have been the ones that were pushing it. Idaho should be the state that everybody looks at and says, stay away from that place. Those guys are crazy. Leave them alone. Leave them their freedom. Right? That's it. I want the federal government to leave us alone. And all the lands that the federal government has here, get out. It's not your land, it's our land. Get off it. And what would the tax situation be like in this state if we got to harvest the timber off that land? It would be completely different. And a lot of these folks were already talking about the $6 billion budget that we spend each year. We raise like $220 million a year throughout the state in school levies. Who loves the school levies? We all love the school levies, right? But it's okay, because if you don't like the school levy and you defeat it, they'll what? Run it again. And they'll run it until it passes. Yes, they just won't stop. They'll just keep running it over and over and over again. I can't tell you how annoying I think that is. Yeah, it is not right. It's so bad. Who's ever paid attention? I actually made the mistake of digging into what we get taxed on in Idaho. Who knows about the kilowatt hour tax? We all pay that on our electric bill, right? Everybody pays it's a little thing. It's only like $2 million a year. The whole state collects on that. But pretty much all of us are the ones who pay it. All the big companies that were able to pay lobbyists, they all got out of it. So pretty much homeowners are the only ones who even pay it. Why do the big companies who use the most electricity get out of it? Who's seen that they want to tear down our dams? They complain that we use fossil fuels. They bitch about natural gas, propane, nuclear energy, and then when we build beautiful dams that make free, clean energy, basically, they complain about that too. Nothing is ever good enough. I don't think they're going to be happy until we're back into the Stone Ages. And I would not sit by and let them tear the dams down. I mean, if anything, we should build some more. We don't need to be reliant on other forms of electricity when we have waterways here that can generate electricity for us for free. Sorry, I had a bunch of stuff to talk about. Everybody's already talked about it. The thing about swamp creatures and rhinos down in Boise, You know, anybody that knows me knows that when I see something wrong, I can't help but say something about it. So I'm going to point all that stuff out. I think it'd be really cool if I could get a hold of the Project Veritas guy and find out where they get the little hidden cameras from, and maybe walk around the Capitol with one of those 24 hours a day. I bet you it would be the most interesting stuff people have ever seen. Well, little bits of it would. All right, I'm Spencer Hutchings. I'm running for District 1A for Heather's old seat. HutchingsForIdaho.com. I really would appreciate your support.